Yes, lost knowledge back in the building. But, pal, we then, here we go again. Sustaining from complaining. Complaining ain't gonna get you nowhere. I am gonna have a really hard video this time because I've tried to structure it in a weird way. There's always that one person you go on your day-to-day life where you're just doing your thing and they come along and they start giving you all of this about how bad their life's going because they've somehow become a victim to the losses in life. And they're looking too far into the future and they can't seem to get a clear picture of where they need to be going. I've got a good example for you guys today. Right, there's a guy, a comedian on a stage. Let's call it Adam Sandler or Joe Rogan. I didn't actually realize Joe Rogan was. Oh no, he was a comedian. Anyway, I didn't realize. Sorry, Adam Sandler was a comedian, but I'm listening to that podcast at the moment. So he stood on the stage. He says the joke once. The people, the audience, are laughing their heads off. Chills out a minute. All right, he says the exact same joke again. The people are a bit like, "What is he saying? The same joke?" But they still manage to laugh. Dies down, starts again. Says the exact same joke. No one's laughing. The crowd's just silent. You have another person comes into the room. He's complaining. This is another example, by the way. He complains. Everyone's showing empathy and really caring and generous to his emotions. He goes home, comes back the next day, says the exact same thing. Again, with the same people, but they're showing a bit of a less empathy and less emotions, and dies down, goes home, comes back again, says the same thing. People are like, right, I can't sort your problems out all the time. This is getting a bit annoying now. Why are you not trying to be a bit more positive? And they're now getting frustrated. Less of a reaction. In fact, it's a table has turned. It's gone to the opposite reaction. Going back to sustaining from complaining, this isn't going to get you anywhere because you're constantly doing it. It's fine to let your emotions out, but doing it all the time is just going to make people irritated and not want to be around you because you're just saying the same things over and over again and you're not wanting to do anything about it. I'm in this position now where I'm trying to wait. So I'm trying to fix myself. I try to say that to myself, though, there's nothing that needs fixing. You just got to accept what you got, and that'll be that. But I'd rather wait till I've got myself on a better level playing field to then start trying to help other people, rather than just trying to help people already with a bad mindset. I know it's hard, but I'm trying to remain as positive as possible. So I would still try my best to make people feel a little bit better, enjoy their day a bit more rather than being left alone. So I try and give them a little bit of positivity, but I'd rather be doing positivity than negativity because that's not helping anyone. But you have got friends, you have got family to let these problems out into the world, and I'm sure everyone's willing to listen to yourself, myself. But if I'm constantly doing that, spreading all this negative information out into the world, you're only making your environment a more miserable place because it rubs off on people. And if you've got these people in your life, I have got a couple, I'm just trying to limit my interactions with them because they're only trying to burst it into me. It's like I'm then having to take this weight, even though I'm not really at a good place myself, which is just making it harder. So I'm trying to create a nice big barrier maybe I'll give them a little cheeky gap to allow them to poke their head through a little bit and maybe touch me a tiny little bit on the shoulder. Say, "Oi, look, I'm having a bit of a rough time here," and I'll be willing to maybe dish them a little bit of my information. Not saying that I know everything or I've got everything sorted, but we're all here to help one another. And that is then helping me get in a better place because I'm trying to remain more positive. Because you become the most. Sorry, let me rewind. You are the people you hang around with most. Three. I said that wrong. You are the three people you most hang around with. So if these people aren't where you would like to put your mindset, then that's going to be harder. So you need to sort of cut that one out, and then maybe try. All right, over there, he's in a bit of a better place. So I'm going to try, because it's not right to just stay to yourself 24/7. You do need to have these interactions in your life. I keep talking to you as if you need to do this, you need to do that, but I'm talking about myself. So ignore the fact that I'm trying to act like some teacher right here. I mean, I'm happy to act like that if you want me to, but I am talking specifically about what's going on in my brain right now. So I feel like when you're complaining, it's because you're getting frustrated. I'm complaining, getting frustrated, and I'm looking too far in the future, wishing that this needs to be sorted by this time. Whereas I just need to be like, look, this is where you're at right now, and you can't do anything about it. You can do little things, but the more I accept this, the easier it will be in the long run. So I'm not gonna keep spreading all this bad feeling out into the world. I'm gonna try and change my mindset a little bit, just tweak it slightly, and just start being like, all right, today I'm gonna push through this. I'm gonna get through this, rather than, oh, it's gonna be one of those days, man. I'm gonna be down in the dumps. No one's gonna want to interact with me, or I'm gonna change. Actually, I'm gonna be a bit more alert, a bit more sharpened, ready, energetic. Let's go. But if you're not changing, you're choosing. So you wanted to change that habit of yours, but you're choosing not to. Example for me, right, I really, really want to change my interactions with people. I want to try and do it as more as possible, but my negative self saying, right, I don't want to do that because it's really bad. It makes me really uncomfortable. So that's me choosing. I'm trying to make sense of this quote. It made sense when I was researching it, but now I did say at the start, I warned you this is going to be a hard one. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like I've done a fair amount of time. Ignore negative, be positive. I know it's hard, but life's hard, and it's better to be positive than negative. I've used that word so much in this video. Hope it helps someone. We move to the next one.